Hi everybody.
Hey everybody.
Welcome back.
Yes, so it's a really, really beautiful day. Birds are singing as always, although with, I think, 42 degrees we've got planned for today. I don't know how long they'll be singing for. I'm sure they'll be having a little rest in the afternoon, and we're going to need to as well. What we're going to be getting onto with today in the run-up to our events is
preserving this beautiful chapel that's behind us.
So let's get on with it. Now, preserving this little chapel is really, really important to us for a couple of reasons. One, it's actually still consecrated, and it's a really big part of the history of the chateau and for the area, as it was used by the people that owned the chateau years ago. There are names inscribed into the floor, might even be buried underneath them, of previous owners. But from a personal point of view, this is actually where Angie and I got married. We got married out here, outside this chapel. So making sure this is not only preserved for history, but looks fantastic is really, really important to me and Angelina, of course. But I think I might be the more sentimental one. And I like coming out here, sitting on this bench and just remembering, obviously, our wedding day and all of our friends and family here gathered around enjoying it. So I'm really glad we're doing this. Literally, this was our aisle that Angelina walked up with me at the front. And from the other point of view of our events, people walk into this section through those gates. They want this area to look wonderful because it's all about first impressions before they come through the second set of gates to the chateau. So I'm glad we're doing this. While Angelina was away, I did a little part of the chapel, and we've had a couple of questions. Have I planted the hydrangeas yet? Yes. So here they are, they're planted, they've got some fertiliser, and they are enjoying life in the ground. But all of this area was horrible weeds, ivy, all sorts of things which I got rid of along with the stumps and the conifers. So now we have to put some weed suppressant down around those so we don't undo the hard work, and it looks fantastic.
Here is the before and here is the after, looking really, really beautiful.
We have laid down the weed suppressant, staked that all down, and then we have put the gravel that we have left over the top. But of course we've run out of gravel, and I will be putting some wooden edging around this to hold all the gravel in. But I think everyone can agree that will look quite nice outside our little chapel. We will be doing another little section like that there with a couple more hydrangeas, but getting better.
So what was here beforehand, we had huge dead or dying, well overgrown conifers here, which Phil had to cut down. They did nothing for the chapel except hide it and provide lots of algae growing on the stone. And traditionally around France, you will see all the churches are surrounded by these magnificent, really strikingly beautiful hydrangea bushes, which is exactly what we got in here. So we're going for that preserved traditional look over here for this chapel and make it beautiful. What these flowers will do is essentially enhance its beauty, which I think it really deserves.
We do have to be very careful with all of these trees because they've been left to grow so tall that the root system will be going towards the chapel, and the danger is also, of course, if they fall over in the strong winds, just as this looks like a bush. This was actually once an entire huge tree, and it fell over, and thankfully it went that way rather than that way. If it had gone that way, it would have crushed the chapel because it went from here all the way into that hedge over there. It's quite big. What I've been left with now is a huge stump that I need to get rid of because this area needs to be cleared out and made safe. I mean, this is the inside of that stump. Like I'm just in it. I mean, it's enormous. So I need to start getting rid of all this. That is seriously hard work, especially in this heat, but look at the results. The stump has gone, but more importantly, that means that is now dead. It won't keep on trying to grow, which is what all of those small shoots were, which obviously meant that the root system was still going that way towards the chapel. Now, root system will not be trying to undermine the chapel. And we've got a great view. There's obviously some flattening to do, and we need to compact that ground down and lay some grass seed, but it is a fantastic start. And to be honest, it is just way too hot to do any more on that now, because otherwise we'll end up with heat stroke. Now, when people come into this section from the main drive for the events, they can see straight across to that chapel, which means it's nice, it's open, those trees are gone from in front of it. You've got the stone circle there, there's hydrangeas there with some colour. It's really now a proper feature of the entrance, which is what the pretty little place always should be. The sun is still boiling hot. We've had to pack up tools, and we have the Fête de la Musique. So it's a national music day across France, which we kind of love. And there's a few bands that I want to go and hear play because I haven't heard them yet, and I might well want to book them for our events or, of course, the Red Lion pub. So I guess we'll have to see you tomorrow because we've got so much more to show you. See you next time.